All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah,
by Hashem,
YAHAWASHI,
by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, this lesson's gonna be about Yahawashi's return and how he's coming to bring judgment upon the wicked, and also to deliver the righteous as well. Come.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinner thereof out of it.
Yeah, to destroy the sinner thereof out of it. And that's why the Lord is angry right now, is because there's way too much wickedness going on,
Right.
polluting the earth. All right, all these vain philosophies and really Yahweh through his son Yahawashi isn't getting the recognition that they deserve, as the supreme power over earth. People are running to these different ideologies and worshiping false idols. Hey, and the Lord's had enough of it. He's gonna let his power be known by correcting them, and destroying the ones that don't hearken unto him.
That's right. This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, that everyone that may receive the things done in his body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
Yeah, so Yahawashi is coming to give a reward to everybody, based on their actions that they played out on the earth. All right, and if you're righteous and you hearkened into the Lord and you feared the Lord and kept his commandments to the best of your ability, then you're going to receive a good reward, and ultimately that's salvation. All right, and inheriting the crown of life and the kingdom of heaven. But if you are wicked, hey, you're going to inherit shame, and destruction. And if you're a 2/3 Israelite, you're gonna come back and you're gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven too. But you're gonna know it after death by pain. But
right.
all these other heathen nations, they're gonna be destroyed and serve hardcore bondage, under Israel in the kingdom of heaven.
Come on. This is Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? And the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yeah, because everybody, claims that they want the Messiah to return but they have a false idea of what that actually means. Because people think that he's gonna come back and just, it's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows and everybody gets free cake and stuff. But hey, according to the scriptures, it's not so.
Okay.
Yahawashi is angry, and he's coming back to avenge.
And if I may add too, I was at work, and it was spiritual though. Like, I was quiet, minding my business, doing my job, and then I heard Jake over there. They talking about the book of Revelations,
Right.
the revealing of Yahawashi, and it was a girl in there. She said, "I want to understand, the book of Revelations. I want to see it." In my head, I'm like, you gonna see that, boy?
Yeah, come on. Revelation 1 and 7.
Cool. I got you.
Yeah, man, because every eye is gonna see. Scriptures say that it's gonna be known, throughout the whole earth.
God. This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
And those clouds are talking about so-called UFOs, which are referred to as clouds and chariots in the scripture. And it says, and every eye shall see him.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, that Eve at your job, man, she's gonna see it. But keep reading.
And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen.
Yeah, because even those that pierced him, and that shows a reincarnation. Because the wicked Israelites that had him crucified in his past life, but also they're crucifying him today, here on earth, spiritually, saying that his name is Jesus, which it's not. It's YAHAWASHI. Saying that he's come to save everybody, but no, it's only the elect. That's piercing them. That's crucifying them. So all of them are gonna see it, and they're gonna wail because of them, because they know that, damn, they were wrong.
God.
And they're gonna have to suffer the things which the prophets have been speaking on.
This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15 and 16. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Yeah, coming with his chariots like a whirlwind. When you go into that word whirlwind, it means like a storm or a tempest or a hurricane. It's symbolic for a destruction. And that's what Yahushua is coming to do with his multitude of chariots, his angels. It's going to be angels, starting with Michael. That it's talked about that in Revelation. Hey, that girl's going to see Michael get down. And also the saints, the 144,000. They're also going to be fighting alongside with Yahushua.
That's right. I got that whirlwind up there.
Come.
Strong's H 5492. Sufa.
It's Sufa, and it means storm or wind. It said a whirlwind, storm, a tempest.
Come. Yeah, because when you go into tempest, that's like a lightning.
Ooh.
And like, if you've ever seen like those catastrophe storms where it's like high winds and lightning, hey, it does some damage, man. Blows roofs off of homes and stuff.
Then you click on the root word. It says to seize and to come to an end.
Ooh.
To consume, utterly have an end and perish.
Yeah, consume and bring to an end. Hey, that's what Yahushua is going to do when he comes back. He's going to bring all this wickedness to an end, so that he can set up righteousness. He's going to be like a spiritual and physical too, wrecking ball. Demolition crew. Because like whenever if you ever get into the construction business, hey, before you build a building, you have to destroy whatever is on that plot of land in the first place, so that you can build up whatever you want. Like, hey, for instance, like we're here in a like a shopping center, and hey, there's a PetSmart in front of us right now. Let's say like PetSmart goes out of business and somebody comes in and wants to build a
Foot Locker.
Yeah, Foot Locker. Hey, they're gonna have to tear all that stuff down and take all that stuff out, so that they can build up a Foot Locker how they want it. The lighting and furniture and different things. They're gonna have to take all that stuff down to put up the new. Same thing with Yahushua when he's coming back. He's gonna have to take out all this wickedness, and destroy, come to an end. All these philosophies and people that hearken into those, and show off his strength, so that he shows the power in worshiping the true God. YAHAWASHI.
Verse 16. This is Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yeah, fire and by his sword. That's talking about these thermonuclear missiles, going to come into play during World War III. All right, nuclear warfare. That's one of the Most High's weapons that he's going to use during these end times. He's going to bring those nuclear weapons upon Babylon the Great, which is America.
All right.
Going to make this place a wilderness.
I got a quick one. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and in thee which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works there are therein, shall be burned up.
Yeah, and the heavens shall pass away. You know, that's talking about the rulership and on this side, in this society. You know, so starting with Esau, Edom chiefly, you know, because this is his, you know, rulership, but also these other nations, you know, these heathen nations, Ishmael, Elam, and Moab, Ammon, you know, they're set over Israel, which shouldn't be so, you know, but all these rulerships are gonna be done away with via nuclear warfare, you know.
Right.
And then that's when YAHAWASHI is going to deliver his elect from that nuclear warfare, and that's how he's going to start you know, the governing body with the elect, and then these other nations are going to fall under Israel.
I got 2nd Esdras 13 verse 6 through 12.
Okay.
But I beheld, and lo, he have graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
And that he is talking about YAHAWASHI. That mountain is a so-called UFO, which are IFOs, identical flying objects, to the righteous, to the ones that have ears to hear, you know, and minds to understand. That those are, you know, vehicles of the Most High's angels. So,
But I would have seen the region or place without the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight.
Yeah, and hey, through Esau's propaganda, he's gonna, you know, he portrays anything, you know, UFOs to be enemies. You know, he's saying that they're aliens. You know, they're from outer space, and he's going to portray them as the enemy, like he does in fictional movies, to preemptive programming to get you in your mind that anything from, you know, flying and out of space is going to be aliens, and they're going to come to attack. Hey, and they are, but you know, they're the ones that actually created the heavens and earth. You know, so calling them aliens is retarded, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're coming to destroy, but they're coming to destroy the wicked. But the righteous, hey, they're gonna be our salvation. They're gonna be our support, you know, to get us the hell out of here, you know.
Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Yeah, so the multitude that came to subdue YAHAWASHI, you know, it says that they're scared, but yet there's fight. Hey, but hey, YAHAWASHI didn't even lift up, you know, have to use any carnal instrument. You know, keep reading, it goes in on it.
It said, but only I saw that he sent out his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Yeah, so he's gonna burn them up, man.
And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of uninnumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Yeah,
and that's describing the lasers on the chariots, you know. Fire and tempest. You know, tempest goes into like lightnings, like I said earlier. That fire, you know, fire mixed with lightning, you know, that it's a laser, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it said that nothing was read that part again.
And it said I'm gonna start
so that upon a sudden, right here, start right there.
So that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Yeah, so that's what YAHAWASHI is coming to do. And this was Ezra saying it. And he said he was afraid. Hey, so, you know, that was a terrible, you know, sight to see. A great and terrible sight to see, you know? So just seeing a huge multitude army.
Zap.
Yeah, just in an instant, just turn to nothing but dust and smoke. But yeah, that's a terrible sight to see, you know.
Yeah. And then what else to school? If I may add, you remember Nabar always say them lasers are like that scene off of Space Jam. Where them aliens came and they zapped, you know what I'm saying, that everything wasn't no games after that, you know, it was serious, but man, that's how they gonna get down, man.
Yeah, come on.
Verse 12, afterward saw I the same man come down from the mountain and called unto him another peaceable multitude.
Yeah, and that peaceable multitude is, you know, referring to the elect of Israel and the 1/3 of Israel to be delivered from you know, that destruction. You know, Yahawashi's coming to save his elect when he comes back with his chariots like a whirlwind. You know, that destruction is going to be our saving grace, so to speak. You know, so I mean, hey, yeah, terrible times are coming, but it's a good thing. You know, things are going to be destroyed, but it's so that a better kingdom can be set up. You know.
God. Any more you got?
Nah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that, I hope this video was edifying and uplifting to the elect. You know, once again, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah,
Ba'Hashem,
Yahushua,
Ba'Hashem,
Kakwadash.
Again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And, you know, peace and blessings to the elect out there. And the 1/3, you know, Shalom.
Shalom.